As you can see, I'm black, specifically Nigerian American. But when I tell you I was shocked, like I experienced culture shock when I first got to medical school. My name is Chiamaka. I went to a PWI for undergrad and now I'm at an HBCU for medical school. So what was so different? Everything. Well, not everything, but I can think of 3 things. Number 1, when I walked into class, it was a majority of people that looked like me. Black students, which I was not used to at all. Number 2, I was pre-med in undergrad, and at Cornell, there were a lot of gunners. Like, there were people who they would love to see you fail as long as it meant they were getting ahead. But everybody at Morehouse was so collaborative, like very collaborative. I was shocked. Last thing is that administration was very helpful. And what I mean by helpful is that they sent you opportunities. Research, scholarships, service, you name it, they were sending us opportunities. Meanwhile, my Cornell professors would barely even answer their emails.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, right? Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, more importantly, you see the clip. We got to talk about this. I'm glad this woman had a good experience at a HBCU. I really am. So, but what I want to speak about is this. Because she's Nigerian, we don't hear these stories enough. Like people who are non-quote-unquote FBA, we hear all the talk and the stereotypes about our negativity, right? But for people to be so educated, they don't never say this stuff. They don't ever say, oh man, you know what? You black people was looking out. You FBAs were looking out. Y'all put us on this and y'all did this. Y'all was making sure we was doing all right. Y'all, you know, oh, you weren't acting like savages and you didn't, you know, you weren't just a walking stereotype. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you guys were so smart. It's just like you're around us, you find out some things, and then when you leave our presence, it's like, I don't know you. You know, I picked myself up by my bootstraps. None of this stuff that ever happened. You making a space for me to be comfortable, you having a space. You know, making a space and having a space for me to be comfortable and to grow and to thrive. You know, that didn't exist. Because now I'm around these nice, rich white folks. And it's like, oh, okay. All right, you know, you get the you people are like this and you people are like that. And it's like, whoa, where were you? I went to school with you guys. Okay, you went to high school? Yeah. You went to college? I went to college with white people. Good, congratulations. You went to college with white people. It's not a knock, but let me ask you something. Did you face any issues because of your race? You know, are you walking around calling white people derogatory names in your own language, you know? Or are you just doing that to us? And it's not hurtful. It's not an issue at this point. But it's something that I have to reiterate because you have this dynamic where young women like her, they might interact with their family and friends, and their family and friends, oh, the blacks are like this. And then she be like, nah, that's not true. I mean, I wouldn't have got, you know, they made my experience great. I didn't get around them and they start dissing me and calling me this and, you know, because all of the disrespect that people hear about, you know, being teased as a child of the African booty scratcher comment, which is just overrated at this point. It's overrated, overblown. It's just whatever. You didn't hear her say she was uncomfortable. You didn't hear her say she was getting picked on. You didn't hear her say, oh, she doesn't fit in. You heard a person who got embraced. And that's normal. The issue that I'm having is when that's normal for us, who's the one switching up? Because if this is your experiences around us, and I'm sure you have good experiences and you have bad experiences, I'm sure of that. But I'm of the belief you have more good experiences than bad experiences. You just overblow the bad. The bad experiences are overblown. So what are we doing? What are we talking about here? So now it's like, okay, if the shoe is on the other foot, what is our experience? If we get around you, are we gonna be comfortable? Excuse me. And be it that I just came back from Uganda, shout out to O'Shea, man, had a great time. I'm coming back. I can say that, over there I had a good experience. Not a big deal. So is the issue of us not being able to connect, is it more based on our bad experiences, or is it more based on us giving bad information about another group? Like one of the brothers in Uganda, he was like, is it like the stereotype you thought? It was like the stereotype I thought. Like we're all out here doing, I forget, living in a certain kind of way. And I was like, that's a BS stereotype. We don't really rock with that. That's something that probably white folks gave you that ain't really what we think. But it was like, that's not what we believe about Africa or Africans. And I was just telling him, I said, there's a difference between us as children, and there's a difference between us as adults. So, and because we're not dealing directly, we can't really talk that much. But when we're dealing directly, from our end, what this young woman was talking about in her HBCU is, to us, a normal experience. Like, we're not finna make life difficult for you. If anything, we're gonna try to make it easier. So this needs to be talked about more, not from us, quote unquote, FBAs, but from the non-FBAs, because people keep acting brand new like they don't know what's going on. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because all of these non-FBAs always say that they went to school, they got an education, they're not like us. And it's like, but a lot of y'all went to college with us. So now all of a sudden, I don't know how a lot of y'all come to our colleges and somehow we don't exist. I don't get it. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.